Fierce and Free, and one of the chapters is actually one of my favorite chapters, chapter number 1, A Call to Soar. And the story in it talks about an eagle. There was this eagle that was wounded, and somebody found it and took it to a sanctuary, an animal sanctuary, where they nursed this eagle back to health. But it was there for a while, and then it came that time where they're like, okay, we feel that this eagle is safe enough and healthy enough to get it back out into the wild. And so they called for a press conference. They brought this eagle out in a large cage. Many people gathered to watch and see this beautiful moment of this eagle going back into the wild. But when they unlocked the cage, an interesting thing happened. The eagle never left the cage. It just sat there. And they began to wonder, maybe we had it in the sanctuary too long. Maybe we had it in captivity too long. Maybe captivity has now gotten into the eagle's DNA and it doesn't realize that it's free anymore. And so they waited, and seconds turned into minutes, and they were now wondering, what do we do? Do we take this eagle back to the sanctuary? But then all of a sudden, there was another eagle that flew high overhead, and it released a sound that only an eagle can release. And when it released that sound, that eagle in the cage remembered who it was. That eagle in the cage remembered its identity, and it soared and flew out of that cage back into the wild where it belonged. Why do I tell that story? Because that's what we do as a ministry. We go out there and we release a sound of hope. We release a sound of destiny over women who are in captivity, whether physical captivity or emotional and spiritual bondage and captivity. Because here's the reality. Many of the women that we minister to are behind bars, and they may not ever get out from behind bars, but we can still release a sound of freedom and of hope and of value and of destiny. And those women can walk in more freedom behind bars than they ever walked in outside of those prison bars. And so I encourage you to get my book, Fierce and Free. It's loaded. It's loaded with stories of hope, of value, of destiny, of keys and tools, not only for you to overcome, but for others, others to overcome. When you buy a book, that enables us to give a book to women in prison. It enables us to give a book to a woman who's dealing in addictions recovery, or a woman in a strip club who needs hope, who needs to be reminded of her value. So if you want a copy of my book, you can go right to my website, kellymaster.com. If you want to partner with our ministry, go to the same website or email me, kelly@kellymaster.com.